the AEW Women's World Lander. Plus, Kazuchika Okada puts his AEW International Championship on the line again. Championship match. The Jet, Kevin Knight, puts his title on the line against Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
I am the best professional wrestler in the world.
Darby
Now.
The TNT champion, the Jet, Kevin Knight.
The hell with this belt before. If anybody is talking about getting screwed,
MJF hit the referee match. Kevin Knight, MJF, the TNT championship.
talking about unexpected, you're gonna dance.
Have you back in the saddle here tonight for Dynamite. Secondly, it's a bit strange, I'm sure, around his waist.
Yes, I think it's wrong. It's sacrilegious. MJF is a boy.
Taz, I agree. It is wonderful to have you back here at the broadcast table, but I really think this is a defining title from the Jet. It'll be a big part of his career, the big moment that he'll brag about.
Well, Tony, easier said than done for MJF because the Jet, Kevin Knight, has had 3 AEW championships in a calendar year. And we're only 4 months into 2026. Two-time AEW World Champion by accident.
Absolutely.
But the Jet is something special.
Oh, he is. I don't like him either, Taekwondo Jones, but I'm telling you this right now. Yeah.
Let's throw it to the ring of the Dapper Yapper, Justin Roberts, to make our opening contest official.
TNT Championship!
Thank God.
Hail from a white trash state like Virginia. 126 pounds, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Banners on the small side.
From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 211 pounds, he is the Jet, Kevin Knight.
Like we said, Kevin Knight is red hot, capturing the TNT Championship. Castagnoli of the Death Riders trying to make it 2 successful defenses, but MJF, 3 men to have held the TNT Championship and the AEW World Championship in their career.
Commercial interruption here tonight, our opening bout, plus Cope and Christian for the first
Dub. That means W, like victory, like win, Shivani. Win, it means.
Got it. I thought that meant a W.
Knight over them. Steel steps at ringside. And now MJF into Darby Allin, Tony. But unfortunately for Kevin Knight, he's the first man that MJF can get his hands on.
I think at the wrong time. And oh my God, he's going to break his back. Oh!
Yeah, that's because the cameraman. He's kind of stealing Shibata's gimmick there, but yeah. That's my point. All right, relax. I'm back for 5 minutes. You hate me already. There's a cover. Hold on.
Cover made.
Here's the thing. Attack. Kevin Knight, break rules left and right. Bring down the high flyer, Excalibur. That's smart.
But Kevin Knight, tenacious, back up to his feet. Series of right hands to the midsection. Knight up the middle of the rope. Though, delivered with a palm by MJF.
Kevin Knight is insanely athletic, and he's a tremendous different beast.
Knight lands on his feet. MJF likewise lands on his feet. 2 and Knight.
Well, MJF did not get the win, but he was smart how he captured the lead
with you, and you're already making a lot of great points. You're right about MJF. You know, love him or hate him, you like him. Okay.
And I like Plainview. I've been to Plainview a lot.
You have? Oh, well, of course you have.
Heat seeker, but instead took a moment to posture to Taz and paid the price for it as Kevin Knight.
Yeah, he definitely did.
DDT planting MJF.
Oh, MJF did a good job that time, Taz. He got his knees up.
Fall on that, Shivani, but the thing is he landed hard on his head. That was a great job by Kevin Knight on that DDT. He's tough, not just athletic. He's a tough cat.
Knight firing right hands. This swarm from the TNT champion.
Well, the man's in the rope. Break the hold, damn it, referee Bryce.
Has a lot to do with the mind games of MJF that we saw last week. Now Kevin Knight, great elevation, the splash, the cover, leg.
Excellent cover, excellent kick out.
last month. Dynamite from El Paso. Tonight, in addition to making it 2 in a row over the Jet, MJF would like to claim to speak. And MJF.
Oh, well, Mama didn't.
Deserves because of his action. That match you talked about in El Paso was 8 weeks to go. Needless to say. Oh, look at this.
Taz, you can attest to just what 2 months, what difference 2 months.
Opportunities and proper training and all this other good stuff. I mean, yeah, 2 months, sure.
And especially the pick up.
Absolutely, but the brains department, I got to give it to the challenger in MJF. He keeps.
And MJF goes down once again, and up comes the Jet.
Twice. 3 times trying to really, I think, get the Jet off his game.
I mean, and Axe is kind of looks like he wants to get out of here.
Didn't do any good.
Just bouncing.
Coming.
Through the ropes, over the top, and then distance there, Taz.
Yes, he is, but I mean, if you're Knight right now, you've got to try to get Max in the ring here to get a cover.
Oh, Tony.
I think so. But MJF, again, this is smart. I'm telling you, it's...
Heat seeker, no, Kevin Knight leaps over MJF, nice pivot, and taken down, 2, no, reverses, Kevin Knight counters, beautifully executed cutter.
He's got him.
1,
New champ.
2,
And he might have just captured the TNT title.
It was a cradle like that, Taz, that Darby Allin used to pin.
Innovative here and now. Well, you couldn't see he had the head hooked also besides the leg.
Right hand from Kevin Knight.
Got to try to counter here if you can, MJF. Agree.
Oh, Knight came down.
Oh, the knee might have buckled.
Oh, you're
I
right.
saw that knee buckle. Yeah, I think he buckled that knee.
And we saw in the early moments, Taz, when MJF was throwing Kevin Knight into the steel landing, might have jammed the knee.
Yeah, definitely does, because usually Kevin would go for the kill right here, but he's trying.
That knee, is it going to impact the remainder of this match? And I think, yes, it is.
After that right there, to tear something in your knee when you land with all your body weight flipping like that in a moonsault type thing onto you.
He was looking for the figure 4, but Knight able to counter out of it, but not able to charge in. The cover, the leg is hooked, and no! Kevin Knight survives.
I'm shocked enough. And we've got a 90-second break, Excalibur.
Yes, we do, RT.
Boy, a lot of excitement.
Hold in the front of the kneecap towards the bottom. You never know. He could have popped, I should say, cartilage in his knee. I mean, I hope that didn't happen to him, but that definitely could be the case.
An apparent knee injury, but MJF is back completely vertical and poised.
Good thing to do. You know there's that injury, man. Shock, blood, and water. We know the drill.
And this is like a gift for somebody like MJF, Taz.
You're damn right. You can't blame him. You could hate on MJF all you want. You can't blame the guy. He's trying to win the title.
They may have to stop.
Tonight underway, Kevin Knight attempting to defend his TNT championship against MJF.
MJF has been all over throughout the break on that knee, and now the single leg Boston Crab. The single leg crab.
With MJF punishing, targeting that left leg.
Yeah, and then that half crab, not only that, we saw he was just...
And there's nothing illegal about that. Kevin Knight, he can't even stand. He can't put weight on it. How the hell are you going to beat?
Oh, Kevin Knight. Great extension of the leg. The thrust kick caught MJF. It's been there for Kevin Knight when he's needed it most. Is it here for him now?
With that messed up wheel, too. I don't know. Well, he's leaving it all out here, Kevin Knight. I respect that. He's maybe gonna get the win.
Makes the crawl, makes...
Yeah, right behind young Kevin Knight. What a great champion he has become.
Kevin Knight really struggling with that knee injury. Back here tonight and kick off our broadcast, winning the TNT championship for the first time. That would be huge.
The dragon screw right there in between the ropes. MJF one step ahead of Knight, pressing, and now he's paying for it.
Yeah, and I think he led with that bad leg too that time, right before the dragon screw.
I think he might.
We've known MJF throughout the years here in AEW. He is not someone that he lost to Darby Allin 2 weeks ago than he would normally be, but drives Kevin Knight down. Knight breaks free, now lateral press, 2.
Yeah, I talked to, hold on here.
Over again.
I told champion and take his title live right here.
And Tony,
on Dynamite.
If you think back to the hit, I mean, 2 people I could think of that had a very similar rise in our company was MJF and Darby.
That's a very good point. I think MJF sometimes thinks too much about things like that.
Putting his hands on an official, he needs to be careful because...
Great job, Bryce Remsburg.
Wait a minute, that's a low blow. Inside Cradle. Hold on a second.
Come on. Champion, the Jet, Kevin Knight.
Remains the TNT champion.
This place.
Blow. And MJF into that bag of tricks over there. Oh, no, top block.
Well, you can't blame them
for that cheap shot. As to the young man's tremendous win
right now. What the hell? What's the
Darby Allin, the AEW World Champion.
Max, turn around. Oh, no.
Drop.
Max can't catch a break.
Darby Allin with the assist for Kevin Knight, but these 2 men. Continental Classic last year.
That's a great call.
You people suck! He's in a pod. 2 low-life cheaters getting along, huh? That match doesn't even count. I was barely trying. My AEW World Championship. Give me my rematch, Darby.
No, I'm not giving you that rematch until you put something on the line. The shot next week.
Me?
Kevin Knight.
But that word "if" is carrying a lot of weight. And a hard look from a hard man, Brody King.
But neither. I don't blame Brody. I'm assuming he's thinking what you're saying.
And Brody and Darby.
I got some bad news for you, Darby, because you're not going to survive tonight. For you. Next week, you're not going to be facing Darby Allin. You're going to be facing...
Well, Brody King throwing out the challenge to Kevin. Darby Allin, or will it be Brody King? Let's take a look at the violent...
Darby, next week, Brody...
Darby Allin accepting the challenge from Brody King.
We have spent countless nights...
The ride continues for Darby Allin. The AEW World Championship. Plus, Ace Austin of the Bang Bang Gang will challenge the Ringman. Jamie Hayter, Alex Windsor, the Brawlin' Birds will be in action. All of that and so much more.
John, I mean, you have a fractured arm. How are you feeling?
My arm feels fine. Don't worry about my arm.
Now up the ante to adding in an I quit stipulation. Do you guys accept?
Acceptance, considering your history with I quit matches here.
I never said I quit. I didn't say it.
Well, FTR threw up a challenge. Copeland and a win. Cope and Cage can never team again.
It's the tag team battle. Everyone fall, approaching the ring.
Well, ahead of this tag team battle, let's take you back to this past Saturday at Collision. Alex Windsor was teaming the Eyes of Persephone. Sky Blue lands the Code Blue, gets the win for the Triangle of Madness. And on the opposition.
Yeah, be it either
And
this
their
or
opponents, Emily J. and Jordan
Tekla.
But Taz, Jamie Hayter, she was dinged up after challenging Tekla for the AEW Women's World Championship. She's cleared. She's
Right. We know Jamie. Jamie is a heavy hitter, as you saw right there. Oh, wow. She is a heavy hitter. She...
Heavy chops tag made out to Alex Windsor.
And Windsor's no different. Another...
Windsor, those double-handed chops, and now, perhaps...
Stayed on the outside. It might have been better for her.
We got a Women's World Tag Team title match coming up tonight, but
That could be Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander.
Absolutely.
Leaving Dynamite tonight. The Birds, the sandwich center of the ring.
Little Malachi crunch action.
Covers and scores the win.
Here are your winners, the Brawling Birds.
As a tag team. And something tells me, and the Triangle of Madness. And fans, it's been a big week for AEW, also a big week for our partners at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Round pick, there you see, meeting NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, Pro Football Hall of Famer Curtis Martin, and Batman himself. To him, but right now, let's hear from Sky Blue and Tekla of the Triangle of Madness.
Call people dumb bitches. I would love to stop calling people dumb bitches, but there are just too many dumb.
Your fault. But getting missed in the face was the best thing that ever happened to me. Maybe it'll open her eyes.
To handle a little toxic spider? My advice from me to you, just stick with your little thing, and you are nothing.
AEW International Championship. He is the reigning and defending AEW International Champion.
A tremendous of professional wrestling. And fans, you are watching AEW on TBS, brought to you by at Progressive.com.
You know, Excalibur, you know when you're in the presence of, like you said, the global star, when he's the great Kazuchika Okada.
Okada's the man. I know him a long time. When he's a friend of mine, Okada. I have a lot of friends here, guys. A lot of friends.
You know, you guys go to a lot of Yankees games together?
Weighing 210 pounds, Ace Austin.
With Juice Robinson. And Juice Robinson, Bang Bang Gang, a lot of history. Has joined us at the desk. Don, welcome.
I'm so excited because anytime you get to watch the...
See you, bro.
Taz, you're back. I'm so happy.
Oh, man, I love
Things went off the rails without you out here. I'm out here with these 2 marks. I'll tell you that. I like athletes with great traits. Look at the legs on Ace Austin. Very impressive young man. Yeah, that place is a dump.
I know. It's rough.
On one for the AEW International Championship, of course. The elephant in the room is the at Double or Nothing coming up on Sunday, May 24th. If Ace Austin is successful tonight, Konosuke Takeshita.
The Don Callis family once again bringing you the best in professional wrestling.
That's AEW's catchphrase, so stop it. You guys know it. AEW brings you where the best wrestling.
Well, that was a nice drop toe hold there by Ace Austin. Well done.
Kick to the lower back. Cradle to his feet, lands a drop kick, takes Okada down. And right now, shop AEW.com.
This guy here's got the Jaguar one. It's pretty cool.
How about that?
The teal. Very sharp. I love the teal.
Hammer throw, but Okada reverse. Nope, Austin.
Look at the power.
Ready for it. That lower body strength, as you were mentioning, Don. Look at Driver has the AEW International, but likewise.
Austin did the same thing.
Especially in the legs, but how about the quickness?
Whoa.
Okada bailing out.
Get his leg.
Oh, impressed by that.
That's an old break dance move out of East New York, Brooklyn.
Okada once again avoids the contact, boot to the midsection. DDT by the International.
With Ace Austin.
This AEW International Championship match continues live on Dynamite.
Aubrey Edwards talking to the champ. You were talking to Aubrey right before the match started. What were you saying?
It's Okada.
Was that a smart thing to say to an official?
He goes right to say whatever he wants to anyone, in my opinion. Don's doing this close to 40, 50, 60 years, forever.
Yeah, I've heard you say, well, never mind.
Oh, by Okada. See, that was nice of Okada. High-fiving the
oh, yeah, but left hanging.
Okay, no, the guy for you.
Don't worry, you get it back up the next game.
Yeah.
Bad shape. Look at that. Was he holding the side of his head or, well, his forehead?
You know.
Well, the fans here behind us are just berating Don Callis or something.
I'll be waiting for that one in the parking lot afterwards.
Wow.
Oh, Don, don't start fighting people again.
first to that top turnbuckle.
That's a great way to break someone's jaw right there.
Yeah, that may protect your teeth, but like you said, Taz, won't protect your jaw from being broken.
No, that's right. It'll definitely put by Okada. But look at this. Ace Austin showing that toughness, showing some heart for sure.
It's like a bantam
rooster.
Bantam rooster.
Kazuchika Okada lands DDT. Gapes.
That's the first little sign of frustration we have seen on Okada.
Complete control, showing that poise. He's got everything under control. It's cool right now.
The human suplex machine. Taz left your sunglasses at home, apparently.
Oh, they got stolen on the plane, the flight attendant.
Well, Mark Davis, it seemed like the Don Callis family were poised to inflict more punishment on Will Ospreay, Jon Moxley, that he made to Will Ospreay, to be able to make him the most dangerous weapon that pro wrestling.
This is who we are. This is how we train. You don't get to be the best out there. Who showed up?
He has arrived.
I might as well tell you now, though. It's not stopping me from going over to Japan. Me and the boys have got a big time.
You are too good to be true. Okay, first things first. I'm gonna need you to drop. That clouds your vision, makes you see things that let your heartstrings, everything in here, the anger that burns, excess baggage. We don't need it. We don't need excess baggage. But when I make a commitment to something, I see it through. Is the same in return. Oh, we don't do a ring. We're starting from the ground up.
Our camera's very lucky to capture those moments between Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay and the fighters. I mean, he could be unstoppable.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
That was a kind of a shocking video that we had our cameras back there for. To see how Will Ospreay
Absolutely. We'll be joined here by my friend Stokely.
Oh, Stokely's your friend too, huh?
What's up, Stoke? How you doing? See ya.
Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler.
Mr. Cash.
This is a tag team match, number 1 for 1 pound. The Rated R Supers.
Your business talents with as many stooges and snitches as you do have. That earlier tonight, Adam Copeland, New York Street Fight at Double or Nothing. Cope and Cage versus Dax and Cash.
Yeah, I know. We have Christian's expensive ass watch. We beat them in the home country of Canada, and we beat them fair and square.
Said my man.
I think there's something to be afraid of is two very, very angry men.
Yeah, and the first time together teaming right here on Dynamite. It's a big moment.
Also from Toronto, Ontario, weighing 218 pounds.
That forearm. Yeah, you see that brace around the left forearm of Christian Cage.
Up the top rope and just landing on that chair.
Sometimes that happens. The ropes are slippery. I get it.
I agree.
Beretta RPG5.
You saw the brace looking for FTR earlier this month, but it was RPG Vice hanging out. 3 weeks ago, the assault from behind Adam Copeland taken out. Trent Beretta, Rocky Romero, Cash Wheeler, quote-unquote, slipped off the top rope, giving that hairline.
I never liked Christian Cage. I never liked Cope either.
Really? Neither one.
I know both these guys a very long time. Actually, there you go.
That's crazy.
Have a lot of pent-up frustration, which we already knew.
We go halfsies on this lawsuit.
7 years. Started in 2015 together.
Great chemistry those two men have. Rocky went right after that forearm back there, Excalibur.
He's smart
guy.
Yeah.
The success of RPG as a tag team.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me.
Well, I agree with all of that. They're two that has to talk to me.
It's
Keep playing Candy Crush on your phone while the professionals do commentary, okay?
And off of the wheelchair, that was great stuff.
It's a miracle.
Rocky Romero early celebration.
No,
there you see Sunday, May 24th, live at Double or Nothing on pay-per-view on HBO Max. FTR putting the titles on the line. Cope and Cage agreeing to put their career as a
tear. What if Rocky and Trent take them out tonight?
It's a distinct possibility, especially, Taz, with the injury.
Surprised me, the Don Callis family, Don Callis especially, made a deal with FTR. And
Beretta driving down Copeland with the knees.
Trent, a student of the game.
The man.
Out covered, lateral press.
Talk about that. Because here's the thing, if they beat Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, I mean, they may become number.
Beretta with Copeland in the corner, knife edge chops, and fans coming up this Saturday. AEW returns and then next Wednesday night, North Charleston Coliseum in North Charleston, South Carolina. You can scan the QR code at the Way to Hell. Our debut in that arena. Can't wait to be in the home of TGL. And then when I return to Asheville, North Carolina, you can visit AEWTIX.com for all of that and so much more.
Open Cage, it's been going on forever. And as you said, Shivani, it's very cool, actually. First time them teaming.
The other one in the face.
And Knox needs to get some order.
Referee Rick Knox. Cackling at Christian Cage.
Yeah, Christian just got too fired up.
Behind Big Stoke.
It's like the AEW World Trios Champions conglomeration.
The headphones back on.
Seen FTR. Whoa, swing and a miss by Stokely. Going at it with FTR. Well, watch out. O'Reilly and Dax down here.
Not hidden.
Well, there goes Stokely. Thank God.
Getting control of this match as RPG Vice with the advantage. Continues live on TBS and HBO Max as Dynamite rolls on.
You want to quit yet?
Nice. And they are capitalizing. Cope coming in hot here.
Adam Copeland trying. In serious trouble here with the damage done to that forearm.
It's not crazy enough what we've seen. We got Roosh coming up a little bit later.
Dynamite. They're all loaded, always.
Divine Dominion taking on the next AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, plus our main event, Darby Allin, Brody King. One on Darby and Brody King saying Kevin Knight will get a shot at the AEW World Championship next.
Kevin Knight, the TNT champion.
Let's not forget for our fans in the UK, we're coming back to Wembley, London, Sunday, August 30th. Tickets at AEWTIX.com.
Taz, I mean, not only is that painful for Christian Cage, but also could inhibit his ability to hit that kill switch.
Block right there, a figure four grip by Trent. When you have a damaged forearm as it is, Christian real combo there, nicely done.
Headed to the ropes, and now Trent Beretta, lateral press, 2.
I think it's perfect for, I think, FTR to get the advantage in an I Quit match. No doubt. This is not good.
Knew what they were doing when they attacked the arm.
Just like he does. I think one of the best things that happened here tonight.
I wish they wouldn't have ruined all that really good popcorn. Yeah, I'm eating some of it off the desk. It's actually pretty good. On the arm here by Romero on Christian Cage. You gotta come over there. I see half the move and I know it.
Double wristlock Jones.
That's me.
I'm Excalibur, joined by the Human Suplex Machine Taz, Tony Schiavone. We are witnessing RPG Vice, Trent Beretta of our AEW World Tag Team Champions, FTR, who will face Christian Cage and Adam Copeland in an I Quit from RPG Vice.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. We've touched on it before, how great their chemistry is all the years.
It wasn't just like he was breaking up the pin, Taz. He took that was a right-hand shot into the head of Rocky Romero.
Frustrating.
Yeah, especially when you were just thrown to the floor by Trent Beretta.
Romero, man, he's a vet. He will dissect the human body, Rocky Romero. Christian Cage knows that.
Flying cross-arm breaker. And now cinches it in.
Yuji Katami, well done. Christian's doing the right thing. He's turning. I wouldn't go that way. I turn my body into your opponent.
Noki, so he has had a great education in pro wrestling, no doubt.
Well, not many people.
Cage clutching that left arm very close to his body as the quick tags in and out from RPG Vice. Oh, Christian wrenching the eyes.
Realized that he went for the eyes, did Christian. Maybe a DDT here. Oh! For time, for desperate measures, as the cliche goes. Christian Cage knows that.
He's dazed and he's hurting as a tag on the other side. Here we go, Taylor.
Drives down Trent Beretta. Copeland now taking his tap. That surgically repaired neck of Copeland, but Copeland ready for an impaler. Someone heard him coming.
Save kind of backfired, but it technically was still a save by Romero.
With those knee strikes for his second time stopping Copeland in his tracks. But Christian Cage disrupts the balance of Rocky Romero. Code red, 1, 2.
Tag team match. We've got 4 great athletes, 2 great teams.
Well, to your point, Schiavone, 2 teams with a...
Christian Cage, he may have used that brace. I think he popped Rocky Romero with, but he's got the feet on the ropes and got caught red-footed.
Referee Rick Knox caught him for
no doubt. Give Rick Knox a lot of credit.
The spear! 1, 2, 3.
Adam Copeland.
Of all time, but they will be walking into Double or Nothing. Their career as a tag team is on the line. Not to mention the AEW World Tag Team Championship.
Yeah, you're right.
What do we got going on here?
I mean, of a disaster. I feel like Cope and Christian got some disaster plan go.
Oh my God. Christian handling the crossbar from that chair to Adam Copeland.
Oh, these guys are sick. They're crazy.
Look at this with Beretta.
Do you know what to say? Say it. I quit. You little bitch.
Will we hear Dax Harwood, or will we see the end of one of the greatest tag teams of all time? We will find out. Advance still to come tonight. The AEW World Championship is on the line in our main event. 1.
All right, yeah, Cope looking at those tag belts.
Megan Bayne with their AEW Women's World Tag Team Championships on the line against the undefeated. Live on Dynamite.
Jericho, it is twice now claimed that the Rico salt is an improvement on the Lion salt.
What I do think, Renee, pissed off. But here's the thing. Ricochet's obviously been following my career very closely. But not...
Get him up. That's what you wanted? Is this what you wanted? Is this what you thought was going to happen in your big return to AEW? Huh? So look at me, huh? Look at me. What do you got to say, huh? Is this what you wanted? Get him off the stand. So, you think this is funny? You think this is funny? That's what you get. You think this is funny? You're not even worth it.
Well, Taz, Ricochet and The Demand, true to their word. They said every week that...
This contest set for one fall, a 16-minute time limit is for the AEW. The team of Chris Statlander and Hikaru.
Women's Tag Team Division of All Elite Wrestling. 2 former AEW Women's World Champions. Success, but I think surprised by the fact that despite not being on the same page, they've still been able to achieve such.
Overcome anything and become champs.
And their opponents, they are the AEW Women's World Dominion.
Well, as good as Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander are on their own.
Hikaru Shida, she said that her and her very good friend Chris Statlander have nearly 7 years of tag team than Harley Cameron. And tonight they plan on taking their current undefeated streak straight to tag team gold.
For Statlander and Shida, Megan Bayne and Lena Cross. Taz, I mean,
powerhouses for sure. I mean, definitely, they really are. Both Cross and Bayne. From then, you're dealing with Statlander and Shida. Okay, that's a deadly duo in my opinion.
Chris point accuracy from Hikaru Shida. And Shida taking the fight to both into Hikaru Shida in the corner.
It's going to be very, very difficult task to get these belts away from these two. when you're red hot in wrestling, when you got momentum, you're tough to beat.
Absolutely, because it builds your confidence, staying confidence, and they should have that confidence. They're dominant.
And Megasis Megan Bayne double hammer throw and double shoulder tackle, taking Hikaru Shida off her feet, leading with Chris Statlander, saying you can't trust Hikaru Shida. Seems like she's trying to toss Hikaru Shida, dropped her down.
Ryan Shida, I think, was trying to get out of there. Sorry about that.
Back to what Mina Shirakawa's been saying. If anybody understands what Shida's been saying in Japanese,
Hikaru Shida trying to capitalize with the after the knee strike, but Megan Bayne the power knee, but no, Megan Bayne catches her in mid-flight and just spikes Hikaru Shida.
Clashed the hands, did Bayne, and then just drove her almost like a version of a side traditional belly-to-belly suplex.
Shida going to the eyes of Megan Bayne, and now,
oh, look at this.
Shida picking up the kendo stick.
Well, you know what?
Shida and Statlander, the AEW Women's World Tag Team titles.
Well, that inadvertent teamwork by
Shida just kicked Statlander, stomach suplexed her own partner, Chris Statlander. Unorthodox tag team attack, but
gosh,
amid the confusion, Lander double work on Rana attempt, but the strength of the champ.
Cross and Bayne have the strength, but Statlander, no slouch, very powerful.
Overzealous spills to the outside. Lena Cross, though, quick elbow into the jaw of the former TBS champion, the former AEW. Oh, second. Now Statlander looking to put away Lena Cross, but instead, no. Ready for it, the boot into the side of the head, and Lena Cross, and he's got step.
Great job by Cross right there, just a version of a hot shot type.
Let's remind everybody once again, they're doing this to two former world champs. Yeah.
My comrades. Tons of friends here, tons. You and Roosh are on here by Cross. It's smart by Lena to do that.
Lander, referee Aubrey Edwards trying to get the action out of the corner of the champions, but sliding elbow strike two, and Chris Statlander able to kick out.
Up to your screen.
Denying Hikaru Shida the ability to even be in the position for a tag, Taz.
Yeah, absolutely. You know you have to tag your partner in, but they're doing great tag team work here on Statlander.
RPG Vice. Oh, wait a second. Statlander with crucifix, but Lena Cross able to roll free.
And Statlander knew it.
Now cover made again. Two. Hitting the shoulders to the mat, but Statlander.
The bicep right here controlling the head and arm of Statlander is Lena Cross.
The hair takes down Stat. Cover made again. Stat. Jawbreaker from Chris Statlander
from behind.
The AEW women on the challengers, Chris Statlander and Hikaru Shida. Statlander's been on the receiving end of the crown champion in the women's division of AEW. Double work on Lana. Statlander is reaching for the tag. Megan Bayne hoists up Statlander.
Yeah, maybe go for
just spinning lariat that time. And we've got a fresh Hikaru Shida.
This match, tough as hell. She's had a lot of offense put on her, has Chris Statlander.
Is Hikaru Shida, and Shida coming in. Big series of elbow strikes. Lena Cross answers with a single. Powerful shots from one half of the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, but powerful shots from him.
Great job by Shida on that drop kick. Put down Cross.
Shida.
Very smart by Bayne. I like that.
Jumping knee. Drops Bayne for Hikaru Shida.
Hikaru Shida out of action almost 500 days, but
super rough, man. It looked great.
The momentum in the hands of the challengers, Hikaru Shida. The have a moment special programming note coming up 1 week from tonight. We will be live for 3 straight on TBS and HBO Max. Trying to raise up Hikaru Shida. Hook kick using the long legs, but blind tag made. Across the elbow strike. Not avoided by Stat. And,
wrong corner.
Good teamwork, and much more so than the challengers, Taz.
Definitely, there is no doubt. Hence why they're the champs. You could see it.
That, but Statlander able to power out of it.
Yeah, her strong legs got her out of that, gentlemen.
Reversed by Statlander. Tagged by Lena Cross. She's legal. Lena's legal. Bane was looking for that leaping lift. Statlander. It's like a Blue Thunder bomb. And the roundhouse kick on Lena Cross.
Oh, my gosh.
Whoa, whoa, what is this? By Statlander.
Statlander. Oh, Lena Cross able to kick out.
I don't know how, Taz, she got out of that.
I'm telling you, that was...
Hikaru Shida tagging herself in. Statlander seemed like she was caught by surprise. Now Shida with Lena Cross in trouble. Falcon Arrow! More than equal to the task.
Second straight time that Cross has got out of a real tough spot.
Lena Cross with Megan Bane. Belly-to-belly suplex.
Bane saw it coming. She was
attempting the German. Lena Cross. Switch of her own, and now combination from Divine Dominion. Member of the Challengers, and she just got planted. 1, 2, 3.
Team champions, Divine Dominion.
Lena Cross and Megan Bane.
It's going to be tough, man. There's no doubt they are a weld-all.
Don Callis, Andrade El Idolo.
Incredible tear. Here's what you've done. You have ruined this company. Thanks to you, Darby Allin is on a reign of terror. Champion.
How you know?
Because Don told me you lost the match.
How you know?
Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny.
My money man. You are the money man. I mean, and you need to get your belt back because we're all better off when you're on top. Let's just focus on business. Guys, we're going to run. What do? Come on, kid.
All right, let's take things back down to the ring, guys.
Wow, speaking of wild horses, or wild
This
bulls.
contest is set for one Toro Blanco.
Bruce set to compete here tonight, but let's freeze. It was a very, very physical battle that spilled all over the ringside area.
Collision, man. You know, if you miss a collision, you're missing guys beat the hell out of each other. That's how collision is, man.
And his opponent, Steven Welke.
A boy and a girl. Last week, Addison Harper and Chase Michael. Good job, guys.
I hope Stephen Fuerte has updated his will recently.
I agree with that.
I think what's the
Just cleaned his clock.
What?
I guess he's tried it.
I guess, yeah.
Found out how it was going to go.
That's how Roosh does business.
Now Roosh just body shots. He's come back in the ring, but Roosh.
Yeah, I don't really think Roosh gives him in the ring, but I think his opponent, Mr. Fuente, from Richard to Arturo, all over him here.
Come on, let's go. Come on.
Roosh. Both feet.
It's just going to get uglier here because Roosh, he is just getting.
Would tell Steven move out of the way, but I don't think he can.
They mess with the bush. You can count to 50.
Nothing fancy, nothing pretty, no moonsaults, no flips, no arm bump.
Para la pinche música.
Because remember, when you
El Toro Blanco victorious, and right now
Here with the Ops, Katsuyori Shibata, great to see you here as well. Samoa Joe, you are back. You looked incredible.
Declaration of intent. Well, it's simple. You see, the Ops, we intend to reassert our dominance here in AEW. Fury made flesh, a man who's kind enough to put on a kick pad so he doesn't leave a dent in your head when he kicks your skull off. He's been undervalued, underappreciated, and most importantly, underestimated. A man who intends to become the new king of television. When he captured the TNT championship, it includes strategic acquisition. And that brings me to you, Will Ospreay. Because those boys and the Death Riders, they had you in the very same position that they saved you from not too long back. So you have to ask yourself, what kind of relationship do you want? Do you want one of convenience or one of confidence?
Here we go.
I just left. Next next week on Dynamite, Double Jeopardy. You go one-on-one with Dax the Axe Harlow Tag Team Championships. But when we win, we get a shot at the AEW, the face-to-face. But guess what? That's not going to happen. I think we have...
Last time, we teamed up. Well, this time, we're going to take them trios titles. Delicious.
Taz, FTR.
Definitely, no doubt. Speaking of heavy artillery, look who's coming out here now.
Your WWE World Championship. Introducing the champ, Brody King.
And Tony, I do not believe tonight will be any different.
No, it's going to be a wild one. Let's see what happens here. I mean, the size matchup, it's obviously Brody.
175 pounds, he is the AEW World Champion.
That's Tommaso Ciampa. 1 week ago, he paid a visit to his close friend, Motorsports and X Games legend, Travis Pastrana. Your reigns as a world champion. Did you ever get on the back of a vehicle like that? No. Unique. This is a man that is your AEW World Champion, and those are the risks he's willing to take out.
In any sport in the world, no one like Darby Allin, and I think he makes AEW
worked his rear end off, and he is resilient as hell. And I understand it's obvious, like you said, Shivani. This guy would want it no other way, meaning Darby Allin. He loves the massive challenge and massive
one. Quick hits, get it over with quickly. And now Brody, now we recall back in somewhat like that, but it was outside the ring.
Yeah, Darby was hanging limp outside of the ring, but right now, for the Gonzo bomb here. But Darby bailing out, hammered down on the head of Brody King. Handed chop.
And you can see Darby is fighting for his life. The world champ fighting.
Style 2-0.
How about that crash to the ring, Taz?
All that body.
Being a fighting champion, he wants to defend the title until the wheels fall off of Brody King.
Well, again, it's like hitting a brick wall. You can see, you can see it.
Now Brody with the champion.
Advantage of the opportunity for sure.
You better be careful, too. I mean, it's something we talk about all the time. You don't...
If he is doing, we've seen this out of Brody King before. The slap. Oh, no, Darby here.
Same old story. You think you got Darby down, and he comes right back.
He's got to do it with a guy like Brody for sure.
See the red abrasion chopped to the spine. Abrasions all over the body.
Oh, what is this mania?
Darby Allin! As we take our final break of Dynamite, we will see.
Something like that, Taz and Excalibur, you both know.
Do it. Darby has to do that to try to retain his title against such
self that time. He said it multiple times. He's been fighting larger opponents his entire life. He knows how to.
So anybody who scoffs on that all-world champion is not 6'6", 300, but he's dealing with a massive mammoth human right now in Big Brody.
Darby Allin, Tony, every ounce of that.
I think he exemplifies everything that you should be in life, and that is key. And that's why fans take to him so well. He's absolutely an incredible resolve.
Yeah, no, he's
proud of that, man.
Wacky.
Yes, that too.
Confidence on the challenger.
Now cover, lateral press, 2. It's a textbook slam now. Hooks the leg, 2. Brody's able to deliver so much extra force on them. It's so punishing for Darby Allin.
And the whip motion on the lip have been body slammed many times by guys the size of Brody. It is not a fun thing of this giant redwood as Brody King is.
Darby, though. Darby was folded over his own body, and Brody at the senton, and Darby now, well, might have.
We know what you meant.
And that was nasty.
Oh. And look, you can see the face of.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite, our main event under devastating senton on World Champion Darby Allin and just sent Darby spilling.
Even though, I mean, Darby just got drilled with that. Look at this thing here. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, spikes. Darby's spine on the ring. Ah.
All right. Yeah, that's all right. You got business, buddy. Yeah, Kevin Knight, how about this? Looking on.
He's on the back of Brody King. And now try.
Let's not forget Kevin Knight's apparently got the winner. And
oh no. Well, it's not Allen doesn't have, or MJF doesn't have anything that Darby Allin wants. Referee Paul Turner.
Oh wow. I think to be honest.
Oh, into the corner of the desk.
Stomach. Darby slaps by both men. Oh, jeez.
Well, Brody King darts upon Darby Allin. Oh no.
There it is.
Darby dangling.
Darby is
stop it up.
Impact. The impact is nuts.
Complete carnage. Paul Turner doing everything in his power to try to get the action back in the ring, but both.
Yeah, you saw the back of Darby. My God, and the knee.
Look at the chest, the knee. Darby King, the violent impact into the desk.
But again, it's Darby and Brody, right?
And it's for the AEW World Championship.
Exactly. Fifth time.
Well, fans, while we have a moment to breathe, tag team match taking on Top Flight and the Rascals, and it is official. Hook will challenge Kevin Knight for the TNT Championship. Jungle Jack Perry, Masquerade Dorada, and wait a second, now, HBO Max, but Darby Allin inverted right now as Brody King all lined up. And Brody with the advantage, the lariat.
That's it,
He's
gentlemen.
wiped him out.
New champ.
That's it.
Way survives.
And the heart of the champion, I got to tell you, it's insane.
How many times have you
The lariat's done.
And Darby again defies the odds.
Unbelievable. Believable.
And the fortitude he shows, just the pure toughness.
Taz, we saw a look at
probably not here right now mentally, man. He's getting rocked. I mean, the champion is getting rocked.
Just hoists Darby up by the neck. Well, Darby, though, even on one leg, able to slip free the aggression of the challenger. Darby trying to bring anything in. And oh, my God! One of our cameramen. And Darby clutching on to the ringside padding, but
it's caught up in that as well.
Darby using the up kicks, pair of up kicks. Back off, Darby.
Yeah, that's all it takes with that size and power.
Waiting for someone to get their head cracked.
Brody lining up Darby. Thankfully, escaped her. I think Darby would have just been completely.
Look at him. He is determined to expose this and throw Brody right on top of it.
Wanting to use that concrete as an equalizer against a much larger opponent. Who knows, Brody King?
Whatever it takes, man.
Guys,
gentlemen,
God. Darby, the knees to the head, though. And now Darby.
Oh, my. That was a lower back and the hips first, gentlemen, I do believe.
And that.
Now Darby Allin, he's not done. Coffin drop. World Championship.
Got it right, gentlemen. This is what we're all about. You're watching it right now.
Paul Turner. Up to 8. On the attack, coffin drop.
Not done.
in the reign of Darby Allin as your all-elite wrestling looking on. Darby Allin promised Kevin Knight that he would have Kevin Knight. Remember, he's got to contend with Hook this Saturday on Collision. The cold-hearted, handsome devil.
I hope he is looking past them. I know you do. And it was insane with these two men. It was. And it shows you how important that AEW championship is.
Survives, remains the AEW World Champion, and has stayed true to his word. Point Taz. It seems not like an if, but a when.
Yeah, it's tough with him.
Collision, massive 10-man tag team match. Death Riders, the Dogs taking out Top Flight and the Ops. Plus Jungle Jack Perry puts his national championship on the line against Mascara Dorada. Puts her TBS championship on the line against the returning Anna Jay. And next Wednesday night, part of our big 1 week from tonight for Taz, for Tony Schiavone, for myself.